Hey Run Junkies and Joyful Milers. Today is my last solo installment for Vlogtober, and after so many videos in such a short period of time, I needed help from you guys. So today I am answering a viewer question.
It's Vlogtober with joyful miles and running with grace. It's Vlogtober.
Now, a quick disclaimer, I am not a licensed coach, so if you have any questions or concerns about any of the information I'm presenting in this video, please consult a professional and always ask a doctor before beginning any exercise regimen. Now, we've touched on this question a little bit in the past, but this is an issue I've run into in my own training and my own personal journey. So Daphne asks this question. When a half marathon training app assumes you're running faster than you are, which is more important, following the time or the distance? Now, I thought this was an important topic because so many of us don't really like to deviate from a written plan, or we don't know what to do if we have to deviate from that plan. However, sometimes that plan can be confusing. So let's break this question down just a little bit. Some training resources, like the app that Daphne is using, will give a planned workout in time and distance. But let's assume for the moment there's a wide discrepancy between the amount of time the plan gives us to cover a certain mileage and what we are capable of completing. Now let's take this as an example. Let's say my plan asks for a 90-minute run covering 8 miles, but at my current average pace, I'm only covering 6 miles in that 90 minutes. This is a pace difference of almost 4 minutes per mile. So what do I do? Now, in most cases where we are given those two goals of time and distance, most of the time we can call it good after we've reached the first goal. So in this example, once I hit 90 minutes completed, then I can say I'm done. But I can hear you saying, but the plan calls for 8 miles and races are run in miles. What if I need more mileage to be ready? Now that's a perfectly valid concern, but in my personal experience, I can tell you that that mileage isn't necessarily what you need. It's that time on your feet that really counts, especially if you are a first timer or you really just have a goal of finishing the race with no worries about time. As long as you are consistent with your training, you'll be fine. Trying to achieve both goals of time and distance with a pace discrepancy like our example may just lead us to overtraining. Now that being said, you can play with this just a little bit. If you have been following your training plan consistently, meaning you haven't missed more than 10% of your workouts, you might consider adding a little bit of time to that plan. So in our example, we might add 10 to 15 minutes to the time just to give us a little bit more mileage to up our mental game. This isn't necessarily a physical capability thing, it's really just about the mental toughness. So in our example of that 90-minute run, we might push that up to about 100 minutes if we are feeling strong and we are injury-free. Which brings me to this point. If you are sick or injured, all bets are off because neither time nor distance are more important than getting better. Now, I personally would not add more than 15% more time to the planned workout. Like I said, doing so consistently might just lead us into that overtraining hole. Because remember, there is a law of diminishing returns, especially on those long runs. If you have a wider gap than that 15% between your time and your distance goals, you might cause more harm than good if you try to reach both of those goals. Let's go back to our example. It would take me 2 hours at my current average pace to complete that 8 miles. That's more than 30% more time on my feet. That's just a bit much. And if I were to do that consistently, that would really lead me into the overtraining hole. One thing though for the faster runners, if you reach that mileage goal before you reach your time goal, then yes, call it good. You're done. Also, if you are working personally with a coach with whom you interact on a frequent basis, they'll know your paces and chances are your planned workout will be pretty accurate in terms of your time and distance goals. In a lot of cases, those pre-made one-size-fits-all plans have a lot of assumptions built into them. So really, if you have any questions, stick with the first goal and call it good. That's our bottom line here. If you are presented with two goals of time and distance, treat it like time or distance and finish that workout after you've reached the first goal. Train this way consistently and you will be fine even if you never reach that mileage goal. So I'd like to thank Daphne for submitting this question. What do you think? Have you ever run into this issue and what have you done about it? Also, if you have a question you'd like to ask and have me answer in a video, please leave thoughts, questions, comments, and suggestions in the comment section down below. Last day of Vlogtober is tomorrow. Laura and I are gonna have a great time answering some of your questions and talking about what Vlogtober did for us. We're really looking forward to it, so I hope you come back. We're gonna be right back here on Halloween. So please subscribe here and hit that like button if you haven't already, and then head over to Joyful Miles and please subscribe to them as well. This has been a lot of fun. I'd like to thank Laura and the whole Joyful Miles crew for participating in Vlogtober. But that is it for me today. Thank you guys so much for watching. Get out there, go find your awesome. Until next time, happy running.
It's Vlogtober.